Hey everybody, I got a glare from the TV in my glasses. Sorry about that. I'm trying not to glare as much. There. Hush! Precious. Hush. Hang on. Okay. Anyway, so I am expanding the garden, and it's a twofold thing here. What I'm doing. Cállate la boca. Hush. It's a twofold thing that I'm doing here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you my spur of the moment expansion, and then we'll talk about what I plan on doing, this, that, and the other. Shh. Shh. And forgive me, my carpet is more dirty this time of year because of tracking and firewood. It's been raining like crazy lately, tracking in mud and all that, and I fixed a vacuum today or tomorrow. Anyway, let me show you what I got going on. Houseplants, tropicals. Right now, I only have a few houseplants, and they're all tropicals. This is a I'm still learning it. It's an inch plant, a wandering Jew. These foliage haven't reached a bunch of sunlight because it's wintertime. We're not getting as much sunlight right now. So the variegation on them isn't excellent at this point. I did take a few clippings because it was looking leggy, and I'm soil propagating them right here in this pot. Okay, then I have a Dracana. This is a limelight Dracana. I don't know too much about this Dracana, if they actually grow up on the canes or if they just stay foliage. I do know that it feels like it's going to need repotted soon. The root structure feels like it's filling up that pot. So I am going to be in search of a couple bigger pots, probably 7 inches for this bad boy and this snake plant. I know the scientific name for that too, and I can't think of it. These tropicals are new to me. It's going to take a while to learn. I don't even know my vegetable garden scientific names, okay? This is a golden pothos. These are very, very, very hard to kill. They'll tolerate high light, no light, overwatering, underwatering. They just live. And they're the kind you'll see with like long vines growing out. But I did take a cutting because I thought it looked, it didn't look full enough for me for what I like. So I took a cutting, and it had a couple nodes along the stem. So I just laid it down with the 2 nodes on its side and covered it with soil. So hopefully those nodes will root, and it'll grow new growth out of the top. See, it's got some babies growing in the middle. I didn't do that. This right here is my soil propagation. It did have one vine going down like that, and that's what I propagated. And then I have this other wandering Jew plant over here, and it's the same ones, but this one has better variegation to it. I did soil prop on this, and no, there's not enough soil in there, but the roots aren't that deep anyway, so it's okay for now. I'm in no hurry. Stuck these little sticks in there just to make them cute, although it looks silly because there's not enough soil in that pot. Basically, the trick with most of these tropicals that I have is let them dry out in between. And because they're in ceramic coated terracotta pots, they do have a drainage hole on the bottom, and these are advertised for succulents and cacti, but they don't drain fast enough in my opinion. Maybe in the summertime they will. I mean, this is feeling acceptable now, but it's still not drying out. Yeah, I wouldn't suggest them. I would suggest straight up non-glazed terracotta for succulents and cacti, or even a laurel bay leaf, which I'm going to go get into my wishes next. But I just want to take time to enjoy the scenery of what I've started in here. I'm looking at a a plant stand, like a tall, maybe a 5-6 foot plant stand that I could stick in this window. Definitely have room once I clean all this up to stick a wider plant stand here. And there's stuff that'll grow on these bottom shelves here and over there too, like Calathea will grow, Denfurbicaia, I'm sure I'm butchering the name badly, but there's stuff that does not need the direct sunlight that's basically just going to thrive as is. And then this window here gets more sunlight. I have different options what I can grow in here. It's obviously it's cloudy and rainy out today, but the light in here is good. I plan on doing a laurel bay leaf tree right here in this corner. I think that's going to be great. It could be right there in the corner, tucked away, out of sight of mind. Laurel bay leaf, basically you want to grow it in a lot of sand and just a small, maybe half and half, or 3/4 sand, 1/4 potting soil in a terracotta pot. It's an arid plant. And then you just like water it a little bit once a month. So I think tucked away in that corner is going to be perfect for a bay tree. Peppercorns, the peppercorn plant that I want to get, it also makes a beautiful house plant. It vines, but you could stake it up and make it look fuller like you can with like a pothos or a philodendron or some other vining. Even the wandering Jew you could stake up like that. The Transcandia, any variety of them, any vining plants, you could stake them up and make them look like full, taller plants. I could grow the peppercorn plant. It'll tolerate the lighting in this room or lack thereof, or I can make it grow faster and stick it in this room in the brighter light. I also have bathrooms I could put plants in, and I have the kitchen window. I could resort to doing the laundry room, although I hate putting any plants in here just because it's the laundry room. But like I said, I got bathrooms. My bedroom has a great south-facing window, so it's not the darkest room in the house. Yeah, but for the more humid plants, I could stick them in the upstairs bathroom, which we shower in the most, and then they'd get that extra spurt of humidity. I also have a spray bottle nearby for misting the plants. Okay, I'm going in a little bit deeper than what I thought. So the next I will be talking about my vision for my indoor project. So like I've said before, if I hadn't said it, that light there we go. Like I've said before, if I didn't say it, sorry. If I didn't say it verbally, I said it in my head. But my reason for doing this is because this house is pretty dark and dungeony, and plants bring me joy and happiness. They purify the air. Some plants have been known to take out formaldehyde and benzene out of the air, like snake plants, and there's a few others. But then I thought about it, and why just grow tropicals? Why not grow houseplant edibles as well? So I've got some water propagation going on inside because I need some more herbs anyway that I just didn't want to go buy packets of seeds for, but I needed the herbs anyway in my culinary needs. So I went to Kroger and went to the fresh herbs section. They come in those little plastic things, and they're usually hanging up in the produce section along the wall. I propagated sage and already potted it up, and I'm trying to propagate rosemary and thyme right now. So those are obvious kitchen herbs, right? But some other things like the laurel bay leaf tree and the peppercorn tree, which are both very beautiful, and I will stick pictures here of both. Why not try to grow indoor edibles that are not only beautiful to look at, but I can eat them too? And so since I can't expand a bigger garden outside necessarily in many forms, I can inside and keep food growing longer and have more beauty in the house. They're in the house, I'll take care of them better, you know. Who wants to go outside in the blistering heat and garden? Not me sometimes. Who wants to go out in the freezing cold, check your cold frames and all that sometimes? Not me sometimes, let's be honest. But if they're inside, you know, they're inside. So it's like, duh, take care of them. I've also been using this app called Planta, which will focus on inside and outside gardening, both edibles and tropicals, and cacti and succulents, air plants. Air plants, yeah, I just found out what air plants were not too long ago, and they're pretty freaking cool. I wouldn't mind getting some little 2-inch pots and filling my windowsills with cacti and succulents. To be honest, I think that would just be darling, but we'll see when we get there. Right now, I'd like some more tropicals and some more edibles first. Ice plants are succulents and edible, though, so ice plants is on my list, and Baker Creek does sell ice plant seeds. So anyway, I guess I could go ahead and drop a list of Baker Creek seeds that I found that I would like to grow for indoor edibles. One of them is called a Hoko Hoko or Bako Bako or something like that spinach. I'll find the name. If I haven't already posted it, I will. It's terribly heat tolerant and it flowers. It's a Japanese spinach and it's just, it's beautiful. Yeah. Anyway, this is getting pretty lengthy and now I'm rambling and all that stuff. So I'll keep you guys updated on my indoor gardening project. Making this house lush and beautiful and somewhat edible. I love you and so does Jesus. See you guys. God bless.